So I'm laying in my shirt that I wore yesterday because I'm like still in my pajamas because I have a killer headache. And let me show you guys something. So like my forehead is so hot. That's how bad my headache is. But every time that it starts to get like rainy outside, I get a migraine. So let me show y'all something. Okay. Do you see how dark it is outside? Oh, it's already raining. It's already raining. That's why my head's hurting. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, man, my fucking head's just beating, man, beating. And I couldn't figure out what it was. I've taken caffeine pills today. I have taken Excedrin migraine, and it's what it is it's the pressure from the whatchamajigger, from the rain, I guess, sinus pressure or whatever it's called. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm going to get situated here. And we're going to talk about the whole scandal about BrittanyJade. I thought I'd come on here so that way y'all could hear my tone and see my face when I talk about it. Because I don't ever want people to think that, like, I'm trying to be ugly or anything like that, right? Because I'm not a hating-ass bitch. Okay, and I've had people fucking basically stalk me the whole year on TikTok, call my job, try to get me fired, all kinds of horrible shit. So, sure, I might not know what BrittanyJade is going through on the level of what she's going through, but I can empathize for her, you know? And so, I had no idea. My hair's so wild. I had no idea what was going on. Like, the only reason why I figured out what was going on is because of Reddit. I'm a creeper on the Reddit profiles, y'all. I be over there sometime reading that shit. And so I was creeping on Reddit, and it popped up. The scandal of BrittanyJade. So I started reading, and then I was like, oh shit, I need to get over to TikTok and see what's really going on. And so I came over here to start seeing what was really going on. And I was like, oh my God. Like when I saw the video about her talking with her twins and her husband, I thought, oh my gosh, this girl needs a social media account manager, a publicist or something. She's a huge influencer now. It wouldn't cost her probably $500 a month to hire somebody to manage her account. And basically anything that she posts goes through them first, you know? Which, I mean, I do that for people. I have like 6 or 7 accounts that I post on for people. So it's not expensive, you know, to do that. She could probably hire a kid that's in recovery that would want to do it for her, you know, for cheap or whatever. But I just know that TikTok is like hardcore about holding people accountable. Like this app right here is one of the most hardest apps I've ever been on when it comes to people not taking no shit, you know? And so when you do anything that is controversial, people are going to call you out on here, you know? I mean, like I get called out all the time because I talk about addiction and pregnancy because I was addicted and pregnant. And a lot of people, you know, call me out and tell me things like I chose that or whatever, and I let them have their opinions, you know? But I do feel for her because I saw all these news articles that are coming out about her online. And that's like the whole world, you guys. Are, you know, like, so sure, it was an insensitive joke, but I don't think she deserves the whole world coming after her. And I said that in my video, you know? I said that in my video. I know, Ashley. I know, girl. I know. I mean, I can't imagine how bad it is because I know. Listen to me. In 2021, all of recovery TikTok, not all of it, but a lot of it, was trying to cancel me. And remember Ashley Reiner, the girl that everybody said that she was nodding out on her videos? And all her haters, they all came after me because I stuck up for her like a dumbass. And I mean, I was getting hate. They were calling my job. They were fucking like legit calling my phone, prank calling me, calling my family members, messaging my job, emailing my job. Like it was fucking crazy, dude. Over what? Because I told people that um because I said I knew that girl didn't die, the girl that faked her death. Because I called it out and I was like, I don't care if she's dead or not because she wasn't really fucking dead. And people got so mad at me because I said that, but they all forgot that she faked her death. I was like, how the fuck is this happening? And then they clumped all this shit together calling me a body broker, which everybody knows now is not true. It's like, damn, dude, I've been telling y'all this for like a whole year. People were trying to make that body broker shit happen so hard. And it's like, dude, do you see how poor I am, y'all? If I was a body broker, we would be having money. You know, like I'd be living high on the hog until I got caught by the feds. That's just not me. That's not what I'm about, you know? Like my account is here to help people that struggle with addiction. I help people for free all day long. I don't charge people to help them. You know, like I just got done talking to a girl who texts my phone. I put my phone number out everywhere on Facebook and everything, you know, and I offer, you know, all kinds of different support, all kinds of different options to get sober. So I just wanted to come on here and say this is what a body broker is: somebody who is paid by a treatment center, usually a treatment center that is, well, an unethical treatment center, okay? So you'll get an unethical treatment center that doesn't care about their clients. They will pay somebody like me, like a recovering addict or some other marketer, to go out and headhunt addicts that have good PPO policies or that have cash money, right? And they will bring them in, right? And they will commit fraud on their insurances. So they go out there, I say headhunt, but recruit, yes. And they get paid like massive amounts of money because they're defrauding insurance and all that kind of stuff. And so what the treatment center does is when they get paid, then they break the headhunter off a good chunk of money. And back in like 2015, they were paying like up to $30,000 per addict to headhunters to go and get, because they were making like hundreds and thousands of dollars off these kids, you know? So, honey, I ain't never had no money like that. Shit, no. But people were trying so hard to make that happen last year that I was getting like mass amounts of hate and trolls coming after me. So I just don't, that's one thing I don't think that Brittany deserves, is for people to be like coming after her. Like she's literally had to go private on everything, you know. I'm imagining it's probably pretty bad. So what I think would help her, and what I've noticed, okay, I'm not a fan of hers or anything. I really don't, I'm not subscribed to her. But what I've noticed about her is that she's lost her way. She had a purpose when she first started her TikTok account, and it was sharing about recovery. She was helping people, and you could tell that she was passionate about posting on TikTok and helping people in recovery. What I feel like happens is I feel like this became her job, and she started having to make money off of this, okay? And so, and she's even talked about it before, where she would post videos, they wouldn't get a lot of views, so she'd take them right down. And so this became more of a job than her purpose or her passion anymore. And so all it became about was making sure that she gets enough views to make sure she funds her lifestyle, right? And so all the recovery went out the window. She started running around with them girls who are drinking fucking pints of vodka every day and shit. And she has like, her whole following basically was built in the recovery community, you know? And she's running around with these girls who are getting drunk all day long, you know? It's just not, it was just like, what happened, you know? And so that's what I think happened. I think that she kind of lost her way, and, you know, this became like a pressure on her to support her family, you know? And I hate that for her, because I can't imagine what it would be like to have to carry that pressure. What I think would be her husband and her best thing that they could do was him get a job, her get a regular job, and not depend on social media and just let what she gets from social media be extra. Do you know what I'm saying? So that way, that's what me and my husband do. Like anything that I make off my social media is extra. You know, he has a job, I have a job, because here's the thing. She's an addict, okay? And when we have addictions, right? We are always looking for the fast way, right? We're always looking for instant gratification. Social media has been instant gratification for BrittanyJade. Okay, she hasn't really had to do that much because in 2020, the algorithm was easy as fuck and anybody could go viral on TikTok. Remember back in 2020, y'all? Now you actually have to make content that is like have substance to it before you can even get any attention on your videos. And so you can't just slap shit up there anymore. A lot of people went viral who probably should have never even been given a platform. You know what I'm saying? It was way crazy. Like in 2020, it was so easy to gain any kind of following. But anyway, I think that's what happened. I feel like she got really, really popular on this app, and it has been detrimental to her mental health and to her recovery. And I'm not speaking like out of line because she's talked about these things in live streams. She's talked about, hey, one on, she's talked about struggling with her mental health because she sees all these people, you know, talking about her and making videos about her, posting about her on Reddit. And I know for me, like what I have to do so I don't get so enthralled in what people are saying about me is I have to post my videos and then I get off the fucking app. Because when I sit on the app all day long and I'm seeing what people are saying, or people are talking negative about me, or they're talking shit behind my back, it makes me feel like shit. You know, I'm a human being. Everybody's human. So in order to stay balanced, I post my shit and then I ride out, you know, and I feel like her life has become so consumed and intertwined with everything social media, her friends, everything. That's not healthy for a person in recovery. You know, she got 2 years sober. That's not healthy at all, you know? And I feel for her, dude. I really do feel for her. Like, I don't believe that people deserve to get death threats or, you know, hate messages. Like, I really don't, y'all. I'm not for any of that shit. Like, I know what it feels like to have that happen to you on a smaller scale, not as big as what's happening to her, but still on a smaller scale, it feels like the whole world is against you. It feels like everyone hates you. I can remember last year around the winter time going to bed at night crying, thinking I had no friends, nobody liked me, everybody hated me, and I was seriously contemplating either getting fucked up or taking my own life. Can you believe that? And I'm a strong ass bitch, okay? Like, I am strong. If y'all haven't figured that out about me yet, yeah, okay, I am pretty fucking solid. And for me to be thinking that way is a big deal. You know what I mean? And so I can't even imagine what she's going through, because I don't see that strength in her. I see somebody who is constantly seeking validation from people and needs to be in the middle of the tension and in the limelight. You know, there's this girl, Brittany, who made a post today and it was fucking amazing. And it's just exactly what I believe too. Before you post, you need to ask yourself this: what are my motives behind posting this? I know this doesn't hurt me, but can it cause harm to someone else? This is what we learn in recovery in the 12-step fellowship. Before we speak or say anything, at first when we were in early recovery, we'd run it by our sponsors. But then when we get a little bit more mature, we start, you know, thinking for ourselves, and we figure out, are my motives behind posting this video just to get views, right? Or are my motives because I want to help somebody, or I want to add a different perspective to the conversation, you know? And then all the people who are posting the videos about the situation, a lot of them are women who have lost their children, and they are just trying to vocalize how they feel and how hurt they have been. You guys, I've never lost a child before, but if I had, I would look, I can imagine what it would feel like thinking about my son not being here. And I would probably be fucking irate. I would probably be fuming mad, you know, because when I get upset and I get sad, then I get mad because I start crying, you know. So, but I think what happens, hey, when we start living right, we don't have to put questions behind our intentions. Right. I feel like what happened is there's a shift. You can literally see it in BrittanyJade's content, okay? She went from like trying to help people get sober. And like I said, the shift was passion, purpose to money making. And it's very fucking evident. It's clear as day. Anybody could see it, you know? And when you go from purpose to passion to this is my job, I got to make money, right? And that's pressure on her to fucking, you know, perform, have big views, so that way she could pay for her family to be supported, have a house, have money in the bank, have gas in the gas tank, have all them kids going to some extracurricular activities. Like, sure, that's what this is her job. She lost that passion and the purpose that she first started out with that everybody loved about her. That's what everybody loved about her, is that she was a person who cared and was kind and understanding and organic, right? Like her genuine. But it happens is that genuineness has been lost because of money, you know? So I can't imagine what it would be like, honey. I couldn't handle to having no 2 million followers. Fuck that shit. I'm happy where I'm at. I like to build myself nice and slow. Y'all already know I'm a hot mess. I'm not nothing special. You can't expect nothing perfect from me. I could never live up to that fucking standard. Look at me. I ain't got a bra on. I'm in pajamas laying in my bed with my hair looking crazy. I ain't got no makeup on. Okay? Like, I don't fucking set myself up for expectations, bitch. This is what you're getting. Like it or leave it. You know what I mean? When you have to come on all the time, like dressed to the nines, makeup on, like, oh God, I couldn't imagine having to be like that all the time. Fuck that shit. You know? Fuck that. Yeah, I feel fucking most comfortable when I'm just chilling out in my pajamas, just hanging out with you guys, you know? And like I said, I don't have anything against her. Like, am I a huge follower of hers? No, I do see her content though. And there's sometimes when I even give it a heart, but, I have learned a very big lesson. Thank you. I have learned a lesson, and I've also, like, I've never really thought about, of course, I understand women who've lost children, like, but I've never thought about, like, I've seen so many videos that, like, this one woman posted her baby's name was Violet, and she had a picture of the little baby with the oxygen thing in her nose, and then there was a little urn sitting in front of the fucking picture. You know, like, I have seen so many videos, and it makes my heart just break for people. And I think that a lot of people had put her up on a pedestal, you know? Okay, man, see you later. A lot of people do that with a lot of creators. They put people on pedestals and they look up to them. Listen to me, you guys. Like, you cannot put any human being on a pedestal, okay, and look up to them, because guess what's going to happen? When you place expectations on someone else, they're always going to fail. Always. 100%. Okay? Because we're human beings. So expectations are resentments waiting to happen. Unless it's Jesus. Exactly. Expectations are resentments waiting to happen. So placing expectations on anybody, right, it's just a setup, okay? It's a setup. I remember whenever I was getting ready to taper off Suboxone, and I had a whole bunch of people who were following me and super duper proud of me. And then I didn't get off all the way. I got off for like a couple of weeks, and then I got back on it. And I felt like I had failed all these people. And I feel like a lot of people thought I felt like I failed them too. But you know what? Through me showing that I'm human and that I can make mistakes or I cannot succeed in something, those people learned real quick, hey, Nicole's just a regular person. Just because she has a social media doesn't mean she's fucking superwoman, you know? And I think it's important to show your following that you're a human, Okay. And I feel like when you're always posting perfection videos of your life, living on the beach with an ocean in the pool and your hair fixed, your makeup done, people forget that you're a human being because all you're showing them is the good. You're not showing them any of the things that you go through that are a struggle, you know? And so you got to fucking be straight up. You got to be straight up, because people, when you're not straight up, people are going to fucking find little holes and nicks and crannies and that shit. You know, people watch us every single day. Like, I can't even, like, she has fucking a lot of followers. Okay. That's a lot of eyes on her. And so I remember when she posted that one video and she was getting out of bed or said something about being depressed, and people got really upset about it because they're like, you're getting out of bed in your brand new fucking house with a pool on the outside and fucking all this crap, you know, and there's people who are literally living in poverty and we're depressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm depressed, motherfucker. You know, I'm living in my motherfucking mother-in-law's house for the last 7 years paying rent to her. I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here and get my own place. And so what I feel like is that it can come off as insensitive to other people and what they're going through, you know? What I would like to see if she decides to come back to make videos is I would like to see like a really firsthand look into her life and what like, I don't want the fucking cameraman to be cameraing you. I want you to be fucking holding the fucking phone like a regular human being, you know, taking your kids to school in the morning or fucking having a nervous breakdown because you're in traffic. Like, just authenticity. Making content on TikTok doesn't have to be this huge production. And I almost feel like people on TikTok don't want a huge production. They want real motherfucking people. They want to see people who they can relate to, who are just like them. And so once you get to a certain status of influencer, you become unrelatable. Because guess what, honey? I ain't sitting on Amazon fucking shopping all day. I'm trying to pay these bills, bitch. Okay? I'm not fucking sitting on Amazon, and I'm not fucking all these links and all this stuff. It's like, it becomes, you're like, well, I used to relate to her at the beginning because I was in my early recovery, but now I can't even understand what the fuck's going on over there. This bitch is living the high life, you know? And sure, like, do I think that she needs to like act like she's poor for us to like understand? No, but I think there needs to be more of an inside look onto what it has taken to get to this point, or the pressure that she has put on herself to perform at this level and make these videos and, you know, that kind of thing. Like, for me, like, as my account grows, I try to share like things that I'm happening to me, like little by little, I'm getting new opportunities, and I try to share those opportunities with you guys so you can see I will never be at that status ever. But you know what? I'm happy where I'm at. Okay. I'm doing good. I'm proud of myself. But I feel like showing people and letting them know like, hey, this is how hard I had to work to build my following. And this is what I'm doing now. And, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it gets lost whenever you get to a certain point. Like I said, a certain height on this platform, it becomes like a sitcom that you're filming. You're filming a fucking, what are those shows we used to watch when we were kids? Soap operas. You're filming a soap opera, and the whole little Queen team girls, they're all a part of the soap opera. One day you got this girl drunk on a boat, fucking people saying she SA'd somebody, and then it's like a fucking TV show, and you're like, what the fuck? Is this real life? You know what I mean? Like, okay. Authenticity, genuineness, get back to the roots. Recovery is what it's about. Staying healthy. Being with your family, you know, being a mother to your kids, you know, like, that's all I gotta say about that. You will never see me making Nate do certain things in videos, because you know why? That's just not relatable. If I put my son on a video, he's probably going to say hey to you guys and flip you the bird. And that's what I'm going to let him do because that's my boy and I love him. And I'm not ever going to make him say certain words or put on outfits or any of that stuff because I want him to be his own little person and decide what he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's another line that I won't cross. You won't ever see me like making content surrounding my children because I feel like when you do that, it becomes like you're making money off the backs of your kids and they don't have a choice to say, Mom, I don't want to be in this fucking film. I don't want to fucking be on here. And then their fucking friends at school see them on there or they could be making fun of them. Like, it's just a whole nother level of not a good idea. You know what I mean? I know y'all watch these family vloggers on YouTube whose kids, every fucking move is taped. The little girl starts her period and the dad's like, she just started her period. Oh my God, she's becoming a woman now. It's like, that poor little girl don't even get to grow up and like experience regular kid stuff without their family like taping them, you know? So, I'm learning a big lesson from this. You know, like I said, I have learned a huge lesson. Think before I speak. I have forgot about that, y'all. Okay? I have forgot about thinking before I speak. Now, I have been working really hard on just being super positive and only sharing my experiences. So that's why I've been staying out of trouble, I think, lately. I've just been sharing my own experience. Sure, a lot of people get mad at me because I share story times about drugs, but a lot of people share story times about drugs. And so go be mad at them too. But I'm just sharing my experience. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that has helped me out a lot. But I've definitely learned from the situation. And I am praying for her because this is a lot, y'all. Last night when I was online, and yeah, I'm talking about the BrittanyJade situation. How can I not talk about it? Look at the whole internet. They literally have her on the news, y'all. I don't know if it's the news, but you know those like, not TMZ, but like Daily Mail. They're writing articles about it. That's horrible, dude. That's like scary shit. How's Big Sid doing? I don't know. I haven't seen him. I was on YouTube last night because I had a guest speaker on. Her name was Kimberly. If y'all want to go see that, it's on my YouTube channel. She was a meth addict. She got into her meth addiction because she was in an abusive relationship and her man was beating the dog shit out of her and he was high on meth. And so he got her hooked on meth. So y'all should go see it. I never know what my son's going to do if I put him on camera. So that's why I'm just like, you know, like I said, one time he's like, and he runs off, you know, I'm like, that's my boy. Or he wants to show his damn guns. Y'all know my son has like all these BB guns and stuff. And he's like, Mom, can I show him my new gun? It's got an orange tip on the end. I'm like, so they know it's fake. I'm like, ah. Anyway, I love you guys. I just thought I'd come on here and chit chat with y'all for a second, throw my little 2 cents in. At the end of the day, I am just a regular human being, and we all are just human beings. So we all got to remember that, you know? And, yeah, that's it. Let's all focus. For those of you guys that are in the recovery community with me, remember, we got to stay focused on our recovery and what got us to where we're at today. You know, like we can't forget where we came from. Okay. Like just 7 years ago, I was in the CPS office fucking crying my eyes out because I had to hand my son over to some woman I had never met in my whole entire life. You know, and then I go into treatment and I'm fucking cold turkeyed off of fucking benzos thinking I'm going crazy. You know, like it was just horrible. I could go back to that in a split second. If I walked out of this front door today and went and shot some meth, I would be out fucking downtown Little Rock fucking begging somebody to pick me up so I could get more money to get more. You know, so I will never, ever forget where I came from. As long as I remember that, I'm good to go, man. That helps me so much. You have no idea. And because I remember where I came from, I know that there are people who are watching me who are hurting, who are struggling, who are, you know, out there and they don't know where to turn to. And so that's another thing that we got to take in mind when we're posting content. Like, there are people that have houses that are made out of fucking little pieces of wood, and they have no flooring in them, and it's dirt. I'm in Arkansas, and it's just like they're people that are living in shacks, people that are living on the streets. And you know what? I might bitch about living in my mother-in-law's house and having to pay her rent, but baby, I am so grateful. I am so grateful. If I didn't have this home, I would be homeless. You know, me and my husband, we didn't have good credit when we first got sober. So it would have been impossible for us to get our own place, you know? So I'm so grateful that my mother-in-law was willing to rent her house out to us, you know? So I always try to keep that in mind, that there's always someone who's doing worse off than you. So I try to be sensitive to how other people are struggling, because even though, you know, I might not be struggling that bad, somebody else is. I gave away $100 to my homeboy who relapsed, not knowing his ass relapsed, and he jacked me. And so that's a lesson learned. But here's the thing. You guys reach out to me for money. A lot of people do on this app. And I try to help any person that reaches out to me for money. A girl reached out to me for money, but I couldn't give her any, and she really needed it because somebody else jacked me that had relapsed. So I'm telling you guys, like, TikTok is no joke. All right? Be careful out there. I love you guys. I'm going to go take a shower, okay? Bye.